Hi folks, welcome to Economic Observations. Today is June 16th. My name is Chris. This video is sponsored by the Tanzania School Foundation. There are links in the description if you'd like to learn more or if you would like to help us out. And some of the ways don't cost you anything. Also, if you can please subscribe to this channel or give this video a big thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. Today we're going to talk about the SBA Save Our Stages Act, right? 6 months ago, Congress passed a $16 billion Save Our Stages Act into law. And today, less than 100 of nearly 5,000 struggling independent venues have been approved for relief money. According to a most recent report, which distributes the loans, only a few have actually received any money. And this is the SBA saying this. It is a shockingly dysfunctional state of affairs. The senators are fed up. It opened 2 months ago. There were broken website, reams of bureaucracy, and some venue owners were being told by the SBA that they were deemed dead by the research. It took 8 months of intense lobbying to pass the Save Our Stages Act. Amy Klobuchar and Corwin were some of the authors of the bill, and they wrote a letter to the SBA and the chief, Isabella Guzman, imploring her to take immediate action so the relief reaches the eligible applicants without further delay. There is many co-signers at the bottom of the letter. So it was a bipartisan letter to the SBA. It doesn't pull punches in criticizing the SBA's insistence on strict compliance and unnecessary delays. They say that the SBA's ineptitude is actually helping big business. Venues owned by giant corporations like Live Nations and AEG have already begun reopening and putting on concerts, while the small venues that Save Our Stages was designed to protect can't even reopen until they receive the funds that were passed into law 6 months ago. So the letter goes on to say the Save Our Stages Act for Shuttered Venue Operators Grant Program was created to prevent widespread closures of venues that have been devastated by loss of revenue due to the COVID-19 pandemic. As supporters of the SVOG program, we urge you to take immediate action to ensure the relief reaches eligible applicants without further delay. With each passing day, more independent businesses are forced to shutter permanently or file for bankruptcy. Let's face it, folks, landlords and banks are no longer permitting deferrals, and they are pressing for immediate payment of past due accounts. Businesses are receiving eviction notices, and mom and pop businesses are being forced to sell. All right, this is what's really going on that people don't talk about on mainstream media, right? There are thousands of small businesses that are in arrears, and they need these grants, whether it be a venue or a restaurant or a small other struggling business, right? They need the funds. And when people apply for this aid, whether it be a grant or a loan, they don't need it 3 months from now. They need it now. When a business applies for a loan or an increase or a modification to their loan, they're desperate. Their credit cards are maxed out. They were avoiding trying to take out the loan. They apply for the loan thinking that they would get it within a reasonable time frame. And it's taking 3 months. It is taking way too long. And in those 3 months, demand notices and eviction notices and pressure from banks and landlords and having to pay more money for staff and having to pay more money for food or booze or whatever it may be. And the SBA is taking too long. It's taking too long. It says the SVOG program was unique with necessary restrictions built in to ensure taxpayer funding only goes to eligible applicants in need. The SVOG program requires award funding to eligible applicants who meet the simple requirements of the program. Bureaucratic process cannot stand in the way of getting these desperately needed funds out the door. They say that they're unacceptable and could have irreversible consequences for these industries. In an effort to keep your constituents informed and ensure our small businesses receive the support they were promised, we respectfully request you provide us with the following information. They want to know how many awards have been approved. They want to know how many grants have been dispersed. They want to know how much funding has been dispersed. What's the number of applicants on hold? And the list goes on and on and on. And they want the timeline for subsequent disbursements and what grantees need to do to receive them. All right, folks, we know we're in a shitstorm still. And while Wall Street is booming, we know that the little person is really hurting in America, and the little guy employs a lot of people. Just be kind to one another. People are having a really tough time. Everyone has a story right now. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you real soon, and I appreciate you. Have a great day.